Making my vital central on my battle lines, going to war again. Feeling the rhythm inside of my chest, all I need is just a pen. I know I was born for this. I know I was born for this. Don't care for the critics, my words are like physics, a force that they can't stop. They just don't get it, I think they forget I'm not done till I'm on top. I know I was born for this. I know I was born for this. And I believe we can write a story. I believe we can be an army. We are the warriors who learn to love the pain. We come from different places, but have the same name. Cause we were born for this. We were born for this. We are the broken ones who chose to spark a flame. Watch as our fire rages, our hearts are never tame. Cause we were born for this. We were born for this. I struggled for years and through all of the tears I faced the doubts I had. I never gave in to my fear deep within cause I heard my voice inside. I know I was born for this. I know I was born for this. I will never lose my voice if I cut out all the noise. I know I was born for this. I know I was born for this. And I believe we can write a story. I believe we can be an army. We are the warriors who learn to love the pain. We come from different places, but have the same name. Cause we were born for this. We were born for this. We are the broken ones who chose to spark a flame. Watch as our fire rages, our hearts are never tame. Cause we were born for this. We were born for this. What did I write up for someone like me to know you're not alone? Moves that you make, yeah, they come on mistakes. Don't ever lose your hope. Just know you were born for this. Just know you were born for this. We are the warriors who learn to love the pain. We come from different places, but have the same name. Cause we were born for this. We were born for this. We are the broken ones who chose to spark the flame. Watch as our fire rages, our hearts are never tame. Cause we were born for this. We were born for this. We were born for this. We were born for this.
Looking for a fast way to track what's moving online right now? Head over to Qnotables.com. It's a centralized index of notable clips, headlines, and references being shared across the community, organized for quick browsing. Use it to spot patterns, pull links, and build your own research list. Qnotables.com. Browse the notables, verify the facts, stay informed. All reports can be found on Q Research or Qnotables.com. Notables do not equal endorsements. We are researchers who deal in open source information, reasoned argument, and dank memes. We do battle in the sphere of ideas and ideas only. We neither need nor condone the use of force in our work here.
Dan Bongino joined Sean Hannity and described what he saw inside the FBI during his time as deputy director. Bongino said there were agents he was honored to work beside, especially those chasing violent criminals and protecting children, but he also described another side of the bureau as full of internal snakes. He said leaks were being used to undermine reform and that he worked to identify where the leaks were coming from. His point was direct. The FBI's public image problem is tied to internal resistance, not just outside criticism. Federal authorities carried out raids across the Twin Cities as part of a fraud investigation tied to state-funded services. The FBI and Homeland Security investigations executed 22 court-approved search warrants, including at the misspelled Quality Learning Center, which had already drawn public attention over alleged daycare fraud. Reports say many of the businesses were Somali-owned and tied to ongoing concerns over fraudulent billing. The larger issue is taxpayer money, weak oversight, and whether state and federal agencies are finally moving to shut down abuse in public assistance programs. New reporting is raising questions about Cole Thomas Allen's alleged connection to the Wide Awakes. Reports say Allen's sister told investigators he was involved with the group and had made radical statements before the White House correspondents' dinner attack. Additional reporting is now pointing to links between the Wide Awakes name, activist organizing, and online material that appears to be changing or disappearing. The question now is whether investigators and national media will fully examine Allen's political network or treat the attack as a lone event with no broader context. There is a major update in the Virginia redistricting fight. The Virginia Supreme Court has left a lower court block in place for now, preventing certification of a Democratic-backed redistricting referendum. The proposed map could have shifted several Republican-held congressional seats and given Democrats a major advantage in Virginia's House delegation. Republicans challenged the process, arguing the referendum did not meet legal requirements. The court has not issued a final ruling on the full case, but for now, the new map remains blocked. President Trump is increasing pressure on Iran over its nuclear program. In a public statement, Trump said Iran cannot get its act together and does not know how to sign a non-nuclear deal, warning that Tehran had better get smart soon. The warning comes as the administration considers stronger economic pressure while continuing to insist that Iran must not obtain nuclear weapons. The message from the White House is simple. A deal is still possible, but Iran is running out of room to delay.
At shop.isitwaya.com, everything you buy supports Acun.top, the place where people talk freely no matter what. Check out our Acun Honey Pot, a jar of yummy honey that's as strong as your voice. Put it on toaster and tea. It's not just honey, it's freedom in every bite. Then there's Acun Butter, a smooth handmade skin cream that makes you feel good while you fight for what's right. Awesome wood and pieces for display only. Hang them up or set them out. They're for showing off Acun's tough spirit. Want to help even more? Get a proto membership. So go to shop.isitwaya.com now and grab some goodies. Help Acun.top keep free speech alive, and let's keep the ideas flowing loud and free.
All reports can be found on Q Research or Qnotables.com. Notables do not equal endorsements. We are researchers who deal in open source information, reasoned argument, and dank memes. We do battle in the sphere of ideas and ideas only. We neither need nor condone the use of force in our work here.
General Michael Flynn is pointing to the indictment of Dr. David Morenz as a sign that James Comey is not the only major figure facing legal pressure. Morenz, a longtime senior advisor to Dr. Anthony Fauci at NIAID, has been charged with conspiracy against the United States and records-related offenses. Prosecutors allege Morenz used private email and other methods to conceal communications tied to COVID-era records. Flynn's larger point is that accountability may be moving beyond political headlines and into federal courtrooms. King Charles III presented President Donald Trump with a large brass bell during the White House state dinner. The bell was tied to HMS Trump, a British submarine from the World War II era, and was offered as a symbolic gift, highlighting the long military and diplomatic bond between the United States and the United Kingdom. The moment brought history, ceremony, and alliance politics into one image. At a time of global tension, the gift underscored the continued importance of the U.S.-UK relationship. Dr. David Morenz, a former senior advisor to Dr. Anthony Fauci, has been indicted on federal charges tied to allegedly concealing COVID-era records. Prosecutors say Morenz used private email and took steps to avoid public records requirements while communicating about pandemic-related research and the origins debate. The indictment includes conspiracy and records charges. For years, lawmakers demanded answers about COVID origins, federal funding, and transparency inside health agencies. This case now moves those questions from congressional hearings into the criminal justice system. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer appeared in public with a large bandage on his forehead during King Charles III's visit to Capitol Hill. When asked what happened, Schumer said a closet door had been opened late at night and it met his forehead. The explanation quickly drew attention because of the size and placement of the bandage during a high-profile event. Schumer continued with his official duties, but the visible injury became one of the more unusual side stories surrounding the king's visit. Former FBI Director James Comey is responding defiantly after being indicted again, this time over his 8647 social media post involving seashells. Prosecutors say the post was interpreted as a threat against President Trump. Comey deleted the post and denied any intent to threaten the president. In his response, Comey said he is still innocent, still not afraid, and still believes in the federal judiciary. His lawyers are expected to fight the charges, while the Justice Department says threats against the president will be treated seriously.
Every voice matters. The power of free speech is more important than ever. Imagine a place where you can share your thoughts freely, explore new ideas, and engage in meaningful conversations anonymously. With online anonymity, you can express yourself without fear of judgment. It's about freedom, creativity, and connection. Join the conversation that matters. Embrace your voice. Celebrate your freedom. Visit 8kun.top today. That's 8kun.top.
That's all for now. Stay alert, stay informed, and never hand your thinking over to anyone on a screen, including me. God bless you, God bless our troops, and God bless the United States of America. See you soon.